Hi everyone, my name is Mason and today with me we have
Shafiq.
Okay, today we'll be demonstrating the various uses of multimeter. I'll be talking about the measurements of various electrical components such as the continuity of wires, electrical resistors and diode.
And as for me, I will be showing the measurement of DC and AC voltage through various power supplies.
Okay, before we start doing our testing, right, we will have to go through some safety precautions. So this is the amount of safety precautions we have to take while using the multimeter. So the most important one are in the green asterisks, as you can see.
Okay, now that we have gone through our safety precautions, we can now proceed by demonstrating a continuity test on this wire harness. Okay, we will first start by using the analog multimeter, but before we can even proceed with doing the continuity test, we will first have to calibrate the analog multimeter. Okay, you can talk about it.
So to calibrate it, right, first we have to on it to the resistance, starting with the highest resistance, which is 100k. So if in the event that there is no break, so to calibrate it, right, we have to touch the tips together, and the pointer has to reach the 0 point. So we have to turn the dial to reach 0. Okay, so once it's calibrated, right, then we can now do the continuity test. In the event that when there is a breakage in the wire, the dial will be at the left side. Then if there's no breakage in the wire, it should turn and reach the other side. So you can see there is no breakage here. So this is for the analog one. So for the digital one, right, there is no calibration needed. So once we on, and if there's a breakage in the wires, they will show OL. So if there is no breakage, right, there will be a beeping sound and there is no resistance. Okay. So now we will demonstrate the real thing to you now. Okay, referring to the manual, right, we will know which port is connected to which pin according to the manual. So if we, according to the manual, the 13 pin is connected to the port there.
W.
So as you can see, right, if we connect and hold, you can see the reading is actually 0. So before measuring the next one, only one probe has to move first, the other one has to hold before the next one can move.
Then okay, we do this so that we have we do this to ensure that there is no cross threading between the wires.
Yeah, so as in cross short circuit.
Yeah, cross short circuit. So sorry.
So now we will demonstrate the digital multimeter. So it's the same, so we just put to the pin we want, and there's a beeping sound.
Okay.
So the other end will hold, and I will move to the next pin.
Okay, there's no sound, but when I move,
Yeah. So as you can see, the wire is all intact, and there's no cross short circuit.
alright, that's all for the continuity test. Okay, so now next we'll be testing, we'll be measuring the resistance of a resistor. Okay, so for the first the digital multimeter, we'll first set it to ohms. Alright, and then we'll just connect the probes to the ends of the resistor. And there you go, we get a reading, which is around 975 ohms. Okay, now we're gonna test it out with the analog multimeter. Okay, just now we've already calibrated it, so now we don't have to calibrate again.
Okay, here you have to on.
Okay, then we'll just put it to
The
highest one first.
Starting with the highest.
Okay, and as you can see, you can't really read the reading, so you can bring it down by one. Still can't read the reading, so gonna bring it down again. Okay, as you can see, it's around 90, 96 around there. So the measurements are kinda accurate. Okay, that's all for the resistor. Off it. So now we will be showing you how to test for a working diode. Okay, using the digital multimeter. But first we have to use the crocodile clips and clip the diode on each end. And in the forward bias position, it's supposed to show a reading of 0.5 to 0.8. And in the reverse bias position, it's supposed to show an open circuit. Yep, see? So this is a working diode.
So in the event that if a bad diode in a situation that is open, a multimeter will display OL in both directions when the diode is open. So if you can demonstrate, right, if an open circuit, this is what it will show. Then if the circuit is short, if the diode is short, yeah, then you have beeping sound.
Yep. That's about it. So that is the testing of a diode. Okay, so now we will be continuing to show how to measure a voltage from a DC source using both the digital and analog multimeter. We'll first start by using the digital analog. So we will set it to the voltage for DC source. Then as you can see, we've already set the voltage source to 30 volts. So now let's test it out.
Okay, starting from the negative probe, we connect then to the positive, so to protect the multimeter.
Yes, as you can see, the multimeter is showing 30 volts, which is exactly what the source is giving out. Okay, so now let's continue.
Now we'll move on to the analog
multimeter. Okay.
So in a given situation where you don't know what is the source, the output of the voltage, right? We always set it to the highest. So as to protect the multimeter.
Yes. So for in this case, we already know that the source is 30, so we'll just set it to 50, so that it's easier for us to read the reading. And as you can see, once we have attached the two probes, it's showing a reading of 30. Yeah, there you go. Showing a reading of 30. Okay, so that's it for the DC power source.
Okay, now we'll be showing you how to measure the AC voltage from the wall circuit, starting from the analog multimeter. So we will plug in this one, extension. So we'll always install the negative probe first, so as to protect the multimeter, then the positive probe.
Then positive. Okay.
So on the multimeter, right, we will set to 250 volts as the limit, because we know this is 240 volts.
230.
230 volts.
Yeah.
So you plug in first.
No, it's supposed to be this. Okay.
Then as you can see, it's around 230 or more also.
Alright.
Okay. So now we're off the power supply and we'll move to the digital one. So it's the same. We insert the negative one, then the positive one. So you can see, there it is.
Alright.
Okay, so now we'll show you the reading from a proper contact. So the previous one was an improper contact.
Okay, so put this in.
Yes, to be fully engaged.
Okay.
So as you can see, it's 200 something, 238, close to 240. That's it.
Okay, so now that we have gone through all the measurements and testings, that's all we have for you today for our multimeter.
So hopefully you'll learn something from us.
Yes, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.